actually don't even need chat up right now. That's actually dope. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, damn, we just went live instantly. I forget. I'd be forgetting that's how Streamlabs works for real. Yeah, what's up, chat? You know, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Regular regular stream. Damn, regular stream. Nice JJK episode, right, guys? Um, Damn, I usually have my little ritual to prepare me before it, so like hitting the stream button and actually going live instantly kind of freaked me out. Let's take two, right? Yo, chat. What's up with y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are doing great on this fine Friday evening. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are doing all right today. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Might be a little low. Y'all can see from the title, from the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about the JJK episode a little bit. For the next like hour and a half, 2 hours, we just gonna be yapping. We just gonna be talking. You know what I mean? I've seen some people wonder. I've seen some people be even fearful, maybe, right? Does broken Ronin think that like this is the worst episode of Jujutsu Kaisen? And I'm here to answer that question for you. No, I don't think so. I will say one thing that's always like super duper funny. One thing that's always super duper funny when I use this like title structure. Just saw a funny ass chat. I'm gonna get back to that. One thing that's super funny about this title structure, right? That I fuck with, that I think is always funny, is the fact that like you put quotations around a statement, right? You put quotation marks around, worst episode in Jujutsu Kaisen, and like no matter what, people they just never take you seriously. Like what I mean by that is like they never take the quotation marks into account, and that fries me every time because I put it there to rage bait. I put it there to be upsetting a little bit, but like I always put the quotes so that people don't start like calling me an idiot too heavy, right? I always do that. Damn, I forgot to put that back on. I always do that when like I'm like, damn, I want to get some heat. I want to get some heat for this, but I don't want people like reading the title to think I'm an idiot. But like they always come in here thinking I'm an idiot. Like I think Andrew and Josh, not to call you out, but like it was just like brother, I hope the title is sarcastic and you're about to shit on people who say it's bad. Yeah, that's like the point of this, right? But the funny thing about that is like, damn, am I tweaking the quotation marks? Don't give that off. They're not. It's not giving sarcasm. It's not giving like talking about it. It's not giving. You know what I mean? It's not giving what it's supposed to give, obviously, because every time I say it, it's like I get cooked. So yeah. Damn. So this is crazy. What the fuck? You're black. Never would have guessed. Made you like me more. Made me like you more. Hey, I appreciate it. The opposite effect would have been crazy. So yes, as you can see, right? Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Holy shit, Ronin is black. What the fuck, you're black? Yeah, I get that an unfortunate amount for sure. Why didn't no one tell me BR is black before? We were keeping it a secret, Maria. We didn't know how you'd take the news. You think people know how quotation marks work? I'm not gonna lie. Like, if anybody else said this, I'd be like, yeah, get them. But it's like you, bro. It's you. I don't know if you know how quotes work, gang. I'm gonna be dead ass. Yeah, nah. BR sounds a lot older than he looks. That might be right underneath the like, damn, he's black. That might be like the next most frequent comment I get, aside from like calling me a dumbass or an asshole. But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. Love the content. Hey, appreciate you. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. IBR, what's up, Lemon? How you doing? Yeah. Let's see. Kind of weird how Toji's mentioned and Megumi still doesn't know he's his son. I mean, I don't really know if those two things necessarily correlate. Like he knows that's the guy he fought in Shibuya, but I don't know if that means too much. What do you think I do in my study sessions, bro? Get back shots repeatedly for hours on end. Yo, chat looks. I have chat up here. Chat looks absolutely fucking cooked. Okay, that's good to know though. I'm gonna have to like change that. Maybe look a little bit better. Okay. Is that gonna activate? I wonder if is that gonna activate it? That'd be cool if it did. That'd be cool if it did. Because chat, there's a new thing, there's a new feature. It's not going off. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Oh my god. Chat, why is it not working? Oh my god. Lethality, thank you for the 10. I wanted to have sex with you even before I knew you were black. Thanks, great. Okay, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Because what was it? That was scripted, chat. That was scripted. That's not an actual thought she has, right? What was supposed to happen? What was supposed to happen? I don't like that. I don't like that it didn't go off. I upgraded, or at least I thought I did. Had text to speech up here. Why did it not work? Why did it? I have text to speech up here. Minimum amount to read, 10. Yeah. Text to speech, enabled. Yeah. So why? What happened? I hoed the fuck out of lethality with that one. That's so crazy. BR sounds like you got kids. Fuck you. Let's see. Oh, brother. Unk struggles with technology, volume 7. Yo, deadass sleeping injured. $25, bro, if you can go like a week without studying. Let's see. Go easy on BR. He's from the Hain era. Stop saying that about me. Wait, we're upgrading? Yes, we are upgrading. I definitely meant that. I have no clue what he's talking about. W following the script. Holy shit. Yes. I have it here. Let me, because I can test it on stream, right? So this is what it was supposed to look like, chat room. Right? Yeah. Super chats. You see? So it works on the test, but it didn't work on the actual stream. Do you see how that's fucking me up a little bit? Unk, how old are you? Stop calling me Unk. I'm 22. I'm 22. The quote simply give the sarcasm you intended. I worded the bat. Okay, all good then. All good then. Yo, Unk, I don't think anyone called this episode mid, to be honest. Everyone just appreciated the animation and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Unk pushing 70. That's crazy. 70? That's crazy. Did you pick a voice for text to speech? Maybe try a different one? Y'all heard that though, right? Like did y'all hear that? Did y'all not hear that? Was that just because what makes it worse is if I just thought the test worked. What makes it worse if I just thought the test worked and it didn't. Closer to 30 than 20. That's not even true. That's not how math works. No, y'all didn't hear it. It has a low rating. Wait. It has like a 7.7. Yeah, it wasn't even that. I think it was like maybe one of the lowest for the episodes, but it didn't. We didn't hear a voice. Oh my! Now y'all think I have schizophrenia. Okay, hold on. What the fuck? Okay, let me think for a second. It showed up but no voice. That's excellent. So like the only part I cared about, the text to speech part, didn't happen. That's great. And now I scammed lethality out of her $10. Thank you for the $10 again, by the way. But now I scammed her out of her $10. Whether the kind of volume we want Cream to have on the pod to literally 0. Okay, let me think here, chat. Because I was actually like super excited. I mean, I have like the members thing, so like we can track that to a goal. I was like, dude, I actually came back. I was like ready. Let's see. BR make Creams a text to speech voice for one of the stream memes. That wouldn't be bad at all. Actually, that'd be pretty funny. But let me I'm gonna keep talking and stuff, right? We don't keep talking about it. Chat. What's the thoughts on the episode, by the way? Because like I talked about it a little bit yesterday in the pod. Emphasis on a little bit, right? And I gave it like a 7 out of 10. Streets are saying that like an almost 8 is too low. It's like it was a really well done episode, but like I don't think it's nowhere near the peaks of Jujutsu Kaisen or anything. It's like pretty solid. It's like pretty good. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it feels. I wasn't hoed. I just really needed to say that. Type. We appreciate the thing that chat. I even had a thing pop up for members. It's like so crazy. I had a delusional idea that they might do an episode with Chaos and NPC fighting each other in colonies while a party talks about rules in between. Like I knew they won't do that, but that'd be cool. It would be pretty cool. It would probably be one of the only things they could do that would be more ambitious than what they did, because they did like just what is essentially like a super elaborate presentation. But yeah, that would have been pretty cool too. A lot to do, right? A lot of like fight animation to do for an episode that doesn't really require that. But yeah, 8 is glazing it. It's okay to have some okay episodes. I agree. That's pretty much right. That's pretty much what I believe. Okay, what are we doing here? I'm glad motherfucker's not making the Yuta quote a big deal again. I guess I'd be in different circles, which makes sense. I'd be power scaling too much, but I'd be in different circles. Okay, let me think. So why can I test this? Am I stupid? Chat, is he stupid? Don't answer that. Okay, super chat, message sending, enable, whatever. It didn't even pop up visually. I'm sick. member goal. So why is that there? Whatever. Very well done exposition, I think, though. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Really cool direction with some interesting visuals. The talk about stuff was amazingly done. And elevated the source material. IMO, I'd say 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Though I like JJK still seems a lot. That's fair. The Shoko stuff elevated to 200. That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that. What's up, guys? Finally off my damn 8-hour shift. Hey, what up, MZ? I see a big surfacing of Akari gen and it pisses me off. I was already part of the argument on Twitter. It's only gonna get bigger once he like shows up, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, we set him up for a big fall. It happens. It happens. 10 out of 10 best PowerPoint I've ever seen. I can get with that. Okay. I'm a genius. Now, what would a genius do? Shoko is so bad. Yeah, she don't fuck with you, big bro. Sorry. Bro, Twitter is grilling Yuta for that quote. What is Buddy on about? We just, you know, Twitter a big, it's a big space. You know what I mean? You can go like, you know, thousands of tweets and not see something that comes up first in someone else's timeline. I gotta silence my phone real quick. But you know, Twitter be a big space. But yeah, no, I've definitely seen the embers, the sparks of Yuta versus Akari come back, and I know that's how I'm excited. You don't know that? You don't know that? Oh, I do know that she don't fuck with you, bro. I checked. We talked about it, actually, when we were laying down a little bit. Yeah, she was like, I don't fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like, most of your chats, kind of whatever. That Sleeping Angel guy particularly fucking smells. That's what she said. Hikari fans got refreshed on their only claim to Hikari being strong and they feeling bold. Of course they are. Of course they are. I'm gonna wait for the anime making up Hikari versus Arame. It's not gonna happen. Some Maki fans in Maki Kaisen, duh. Huh? Let's see. I need to watch the episode because everyone's trolling this one. It's like a solid episode. It's a good episode. I was never a fan of the Cooling Games premise, so that led to my whelmed response to these batch of episodes. When you say you weren't a fan of the premise, like you weren't a fan of how it was executed, or like the very base idea of a Cooling Game is what pissed you off. Unk is Delulu, thanks. BR, do you think Gege could change the anime? And if he could, do you think he would? He could probably make some adjustments for sure. Would he? Not in any parts that I think we've been up to thus far. That's what I believe, personally speaking. Man, I wish we had Higuruma and Nanami talk. Hey, man, we gonna get them talking on the afterlife sometime, bro. I'll make sure of it. Properties. Nope. Let's see. Back off of Shoko. Fine, yo, dead ass, bro. Getting punked out of getting punked off Shoko is crazy. That's wild. I don't know. Like nigga like myself just really fucks with Shoko, so like I wouldn't let that happen. But I get it. I get you don't really go here. Okay. The introduction of the players has been executed very good so far. I was never into the Cooling Games premise to begin with. That's just been my feelings ever since I read it back then too. How would you feel if we got an anime original ending for JJK? Well, there's like a couple of different answers, right? The initial one is like, why? I don't think we really need one. The secondary answer is, does it make Megami look so much better? If so, yes, that's fine. I'll accept it. Yeah. I have Yuki, so it's fine. She don't fuck with you either, bro. I'll be dead ass. Episode looked fantastic. I love how creative presentation makes sense inside the universe. I have nothing to complain about. I love Tengen's voice actor. Yeah, she did a good job. She did a good job for sure. Not gonna lie, Higuruma versus Nanami versus Kusakabe would be peak. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I just gotta tell the truth, right? And this is just me telling the truth, right? Just one guy telling the truth. I don't know why I keep saying that over and over. Get it? We get it. You're telling the truth, right? One of these characters isn't like the other, and let's be honest, neither of them are like Kusakabe. Dead ass. Nanami ain't fucking with Higuruma or Kusakabe. Not like that. And Higuruma ain't fucking with Kusakabe. Sleeping Angel might have Yuki being an Arsenal fan. Gotta be the filthiest thing you can do. I mean, you can't... I mean, trying to make her more of a loser is crazy, but, I mean, hey, if anyone could do it, it's Sleeping Danger. It's just Kusakabe killing them both in 2 seconds. Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Yo, MZ, I'll be dead ass with you. Like, even if you disagree with, like, most Kusakabe agenda, you actually don't have anything, like, reasonable that puts, like, Nanami even, like, in the same realm as Higuruma. Um, let's see, Higuruma isn't even stealing their curse technique, so they keep their curse. No, even if you say, like, oh, Kusakabe and Nanami both commit mad crimes, Kusakabe just simple domains. He's chilling. Um, and then he, like, runs up on him and, like, kills him. Try to survive 2v1 against Kusakabe, challenge level impossible. Yeah, they're dead ass getting their shit mixed. I wonder if the Tengen will continue to be the narrator after he gets absorbed. That's actually an interesting question. Geto versus Sendai Yuta, who wins? Probably Yuta. Domain and all that. Even if you think like Geto, like with all of the curses, is like whatever stronger. Da 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 da. I'm not even arguing for Nanami BR. That's a. Let's see. The fuck Judge Man gonna do to Higuruma type. Ino might eventually cook Nanami when he gets older. I'm not gonna lie, Ino might cook Nanami now. But that's just how I'm feeling, right? That's just kind of where I'm sitting. Hold on, let me see. That's dashboard, stream link, you know, your stream Hold on. Overlays. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, did I not have that clicked on? Yo, Chet, am I dumbass? Nah, no way. There's no way I'm a dumbass. There's no way I'm a dumbass. No. Okay. Let me try something real quick, chat. Let me try something real quick. Okay, chat. This is obviously just a test. It's gonna make the thing go up. That's fine. Maybe y'all will seemingly get a freebie, right? Just let me know if you see this. Please, God, let one of you see this. Please. Okay, you did see it. Now the important thing is, did y'all hear it? Did y'all not hear it? I swear to. What are you gonna swear to, buddy? You swear to what? That the whatever. Anyways, why am I pressing myself? BR don't even hate Nanami. People just keep bringing up his name in combos he don't belong. Draco, I said a lot of harsh things to you. I think the build stream, but like maybe you're not so bad. No, y'all didn't hear it. Fuck. But you saw it though. You saw it, but you didn't hear it. Fuck. There's text to speech on that too. Shit. Okay, let me think. W cheered visual. Thanks. Appreciate it. Saw but not heard, just like Victorian children type. What the fuck, Kevin? You gonna do a Miwa gift there? Maybe for like the higher tier. Might not be a bad idea. We pulling the Bible out? Not at the moment. At the moment, I got the Bible back there. You can see it's on the top shelf for real. But yeah, okay. Can see but not hear. So why? Am I like a loser? What's going on? Sound volume. Turn it up. Nah, if I turn that shit up, it'll like kill somebody. But like, okay. Turn up the volume. This is a funeral for the living type. Okay. So it pops up on the test. Did Hokuzona give you the rights for that? Yeah. Me and him are chill like that. How dare you? Wait, what just happened? How dare you stream when I can't watch? Gotta go. Hey, tight shit. Have a good one, Casual Glazer. Appreciate you stopping by. How do you feel about the Jogo Five Finger Sukuna Gege statement? Is that the one where he's like, oh yeah, like Jogo's the only one that could fight him in Shibuya, da 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 da? I don't remember seeing the statement specifically, but I've heard it referenced quite a bit. I'm the worst. I needed a wake-up call. I offer nothing of value in life. Thanks for the humbling. Are you into humiliation? Is that why you're with Creams or something? I was expecting Yaga's conclusion in this episode. If it's in the next episode, I assume now he fights episode 3 or episode 5. Jesus, read and comp me. Yeah, no, definitely it's gonna be in episode 5. I think we're going to see the Naoya versus Maki fight start up in the same way we did at the end of chapter 151, I think. So Maki's gonna face off against Naoya, and then it's gonna cut. That's how I see. Yeah, no. Yaga's conclusions getting mixed in with the Maki episode next week. I think I'm reading Kagurabachi, and while I think JJK and Chainsaw Man are both still better, it's a kind of okay read. Um, hmm. Sojo died. Kind of okay. Yo, you're bugging. I don't talk like that. Um, okay. Chat. I might be like, and this is like a hard thing for y'all to like conceptualize. I might be an idiot. Cause like, why why did it do that? I don't know. I don't know why it did that, chat. Yo, I might be an. Oh, hold on. Yo, chat. All right, one more time. It's not gonna work this time, but I think it'll work if one of y'all do it. And that isn't even super chat bait, because like I don't want y'all to super chat expecting it to work and it don't. But like I think it can happen this time. So like y'all are gonna hear it this time, probably. Let's do it. What? Why didn't you? Oh yeah, duh. Because you got to do the whole thing. Yeah. All right, come on. I didn't see anything come up on my Streamlabs, which means it probably didn't fucking work. Which means, once again, I sound like a crazy person. I promise you, chat, I know kind of what I'm doing somewhere. You can always use the internet BR. Yeah, while I'm streaming. Like watch a video or look something up. Who's trying to get scammed this time? Whoa. Lethality said she did not get scammed. But, like, yeah, who's trying to get scammed this time is the question. And the crowd went mild. Fuck! Okay, hold on. Let me think first. Before anyone does anything, right? Let me think. Why can't y'all hear it? Why wouldn't you be able to hear it? Do I have to have like my desktop audio on? I heard you clearing your throat or some shit. That's not hopeful. It popped up a no sound. Thanks. Okay. Do I just need to have my desktop audio? Is that no, hold on. Okay, one more time. Watch this, chat. Watch this. Actually, devil contract. I'm including myself on this one. All of our pinkies go if you can't hear it this time. Ready? Let's do it. Fuck.
This is a test super chat message.
Fuck yeah, I know y'all heard that one. I'm keeping my pinky. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're locked. Yeah, I know y'all heard that one. Because my pinky's still here. I know y'all heard that one. Echo? What do you mean echo? I can hear your AC vents working? That's not possible. You can't hear my AC vents working because I don't have the AC on. I hear it. Woo, we get to keep our pinkies. Let's fucking go. I heard it. Bet. Okay, cool. Now, I don't even know if that mean it'll show up on stream because we'll see. Shit. I hope so. That was... Oh, I should have... It showed up, though! Yeah, the reason it didn't do... Thank you for the 5, Mosaic. The reason it didn't do the text-to-speech is because there's a minimum. So you got broked out. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Wait, no, Mosaic, we're chill-ish. I can be kind of rude to you. Bang! It's like $10 though for the text to speech, but I appreciate you, big bro. You know what, bro? Let's get you an honorary text to speech. Bam, bro.
This is a test super chat message.
That's for you in spirit, big bro. That's for you in spirit. I appreciate you, gang. Let's see. My took was your thing with the 5. Hold up, they echo. Gotta see this. What do we think would have happened if Yuta and Yuki switched places? Damn, what the fuck's what's the minimum? 10. My bad. I was expecting it to work the first time, and so getting caught up in that, I didn't say anything. I called you broke, gang. No. I said it called you broke. That's on me. That's on me. I'm sorry. Thank you, Molly Glazer, for the 5. Different issue. Why didn't the horror game funds go up? Because it's a member goal. But I just have that up there. We can switch it. Like, we can switch it to a dono goal. I just have it as a member goal because, like, I don't know. I figured it would be. I figured I'd fuck with it. I figured I'll fuck with it. That's just the thought process. I do a member goal. Members vote on like what the horror game is, you know, and then we kind of keep it popping, keep it pushing, or something like that. Let's see. Close stream to dodge the devil contract. Do you still have your pinkies? Sorry, that's not how it works. Once you get logged into the stream, like from your first chat, you're logged into all devil contract streams. So like, yeah, for any contract I make, sorry, Demon, even if you're not here, you're here for real. It's time for Bear to speak on Dabura. I don't have anything to say on Dabura right now. No spoilers, by the way, if you do. But I will probably be making like a video talking about Dabura's technique for this Sunday. All members vote FNAF. Well, y'all gotta vote FNAF for real if y'all want it. I do think Sojo's the best part of it. It's kind of sad to see him go. Char's my second favorite character though, so it's all good. I'll let that rock. Char cool. Char's cool. I'll let that rock. I'll let that rock. I'll let that rock. Let me see this. If Megami wanted to be the strongest character, would it be top 5, top 10, top 5, or top 15? Probably like top 3. He's probably like top 1. Deadass. Yuta hearing, if this guy touches me, humanity is cooked, and leaving grade 1, he one-shotted with his bare fist and special grade he met from neutral fraction to defend Tengen might be the craziest IQ anti-feat. The problem is, though, 1, Yuki was there, and he was like, this might be an IQ anti-feat. 2, he expected Yuki to be useful, but 2, right? But 2, like, Choso couldn't really do much in the culling game. Like, imagine Choso goes to Sendai instead of Yuta. He goes there, maybe gets cooked by Druve. He goes there, maybe gets cooked by Druve. Deadass. Druve was at least implied to maybe, like, require a little bit of Rika action, a little bit of Rika motion. Maybe. Kinda. Maybe. Choso got, like, deadass punched. Please, 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 please. Go, go, go.
OBR, you are such a wonderfully unique and talented person. I'm so glad I now have a way in order to share my praises to not only you but the rest of chat. How I wish I had a bit of what makes you you.
Yeah, that Draco Frostbite, thank you for the 10. Yeah, thank you for the 10. The first official, like, it worked, right? Y'all heard that, right? Everybody heard that. Not only was it nice, but it went off. YBR looking like Speed? Nigga with his tongue out looks like Speed, that's crazy. Yes. Yuta kind of one-shot Druve though, but he used a sword for that one. I'm not gonna lie, pick another text-to-speech voice gang. Bro, they're like mostly mid. What are you talking about? Y'all don't fuck. By the way, I wouldn't know how to make a custom one. Like, chat, y'all just saw me fail to like do a base version one. Y'all think I have a custom one in me? Are y'all fucking serious? There's no way y'all think I got that. There's no way y'all think I have custom text-to-speech. Who knows how to fucking do that? Actually, if you know how to do that, hit me up. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, no. What's wrong with Ruth, gang? Nothing wrong with Ruth, man. Ruth just be doing her thing. Pick the iconic Brit, man. I need my Brit. Yo. Y'all wanna y'all let us want a Brit, bro? Hold on, let me see. Let me see real quick. Hold on. Let me see. English, Australian would be funny as fuck. English, British. Okay, let me see if it's Brian. All right, let me try. Hold on.
This is a test super chat message.
Okay. That's the Brit, right? Now we need a BR custom text-to-speech owners will go crazy. Type shit. Bro, need you to do Swordmaster versus Kazuki. I've been seeing that on Twitter. It's kind of a funny match, yeah. Okay, y'all heard that? Y'all fuck with that? Y'all fuck with what's bro's name? Brian? Y'all fuck with Brian more than Ruth? By the way, that might be misogyny, just being honest. That's the one? Alright, bet. Raw my dog. Alright, cool. We'll keep him here. Oops. So that's Brian, that's saved. Y'all should hear Brian. Let me do an official test real quick. Super chat. Okay.
This is a test super chat message.
Type shit. Okay, cool. All right. Bet that up. Okay, y'all hear Brian now. Bet that up. All right, chat. We're good. Y'all got Brian. We're chilling. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for letting me test that out. Yes. It only took 30 minutes into the stream, but we officially upgraded, chat. We officially powered the fuck up. I prefer Ruth. Well, that's because you're not a misogynist. So, yeah. What if we did, like... Ruth gave my ear cooties. Fuck Ruth. That's so crazy. I like Ruth, but who cares what I think? Haha. No, I care, Draco. Here, how about this, Draco? Tell me when you're gonna donate, and I'll change it back to Ruth. How about that? How about that? Why at $68? It just automatically gives you money. Or not gives you. That would be funny if it actually gave you money. It just gives you an example. Ruth, rest in peace, lethality. Rest in peace. So you cater to misogyny? Not entirely. No, I don't at all. Is what I meant to say. That was my line. Fuck. No, I don't cater to misogyny one bit. Puh. Fuck misogynists. Shit. Oh fuck, my jaw hurts, chat. Fuck. I was like, I said it. I hate misogyny with so much like strength in my jaw. It hurt. Oh fuck, broke niggas talking about how they want Brian. None of these people donating. Yo, Mozane, prove them wrong, bro. Throw 10 out in chat. Prove them wrong, bro. Not entirely. No. Not entirely. That isn't what I meant to say. I need Hansel to add that to the archives. I'm sure she will. But you're sounding like Creams for a second. That's crazy. Hold on. My voice has way more bass than that. That's not fair. Let's see. So how are the ratings this episode? I heard it's at 7.7. Honestly, pretty good considering the hits you watch Shonen. Yeah, I got like a 7 out of 10 personally. I thought it was pretty dope. Finally, I show up to one of your streams on time. First time. Glad to see you, man. Hey, appreciate you. Jules, glad to see you here. Yeah, nah. Fuck. Wow, sorry. Just looking at. I got like 2 POVs for chat. It's kind of crazy for real. What I gotta do? I gotta make it to the. I gotta make it to the. Mozane, thank you for the 10. Draco Frostbite stings. He gets no pape. Oh, bro. Fuck. Yo. I'm not gonna lie. That might be dude. It works still, by the way. The reason it didn't work is because you sent $9.99. Oh shit. Holy fuck. Oh my god, dude. The reason it didn't work was because you sent $9.99. That actually fucking fried me. Listen, bro, let's get you another honorary. Like that one you especially get. Listen. Your listening skills are a little low, but let me just get you an honorary one. You know what I mean?
This is a test super chat message.
Like, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you for the 10, Mozane. Broke nigga a penny short. Mozane, bro, you might need to put the gun down, bro. He got you. He won, bro. We might need to switch it to Ruth. Talking up Mo's low-key just banned Draco for like 2 minutes. Fuck. No, bro. Listen, Mozane, Ruth wouldn't have scammed you. Listen, I appreciate you, Mozane. Me and Brian appreciate you. It wasn't your fault, bro. You didn't really listen. I shouldn't have said that last part. It wasn't your fault, bro. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I went back on the Sorcerer stream, and while I got hoed, the fact that I got Granite Blast with my levels of Curse Energy is diabolical. And speaking of, someone had made, like, art for the Sorcerer stream, but didn't, like, get to, like, join it. I thought that was, like, dope. It's something I want to do. I keep saying this, so I have to, like, actually do it. But, like, get art commissioned for whoever's the strongest. There's just got to be a stream, like, that's not almost 9 hours. But, yeah. JJK fans are never beating the allegations. You can't see quotation marks. Type shit. I guess you really don't want to hear Brian change it back. Gun jammed. Let me go back to work, bro. Hey, man. We fuck with you, bro. Move those packages, bro. We need that. Niggas trying too hard to essay this episode, man. It's mostly exposition, and most guys ain't gonna fuck with it. That's fine. I don't know. I guess. Like, I think that the reaction of, like, if you think this episode is below like a 6, you're a troglodyte idiot rube. I think it's kind of funny because I don't think the episode. Whoopsies. I know y'all heard that because I have the desktop audio on. So whatever. You'll just heard some background music on Twitter. But anyways, I don't think it's so crazy as to like require you to call like JJK fans Neanderthals or like illiterate. But I don't think it's like a bad episode. I think the episode was presented as good as it could have been. Give everything. BR, who do you got, Kashima or Sojo? I mean, Sojo might get diffed because he like has no AP feats. Like he dies before Kagurabachi characters get AP feats. But that nigga's probably way faster. Hell no, I'll play that good shit. I will not be playing that good shit. I'm currently fighting for my life against this piece of onion caught in between my molars. Try to give me energy. Hey, we locked in, bro. Bro blasted underground rap. I blasted it for like a 0.5 millisecond. Base Kashima or Ishigori. Like my heart says Kashimo, but logic might say Ishigori's got that, bro. But I'm probably gonna make a video on that when Sendai comes out, or maybe when the Kashimo fight happens. Whichever one I'm feeling at the moment, to be honest with you. By the way, chat, I'm gonna do like 2 Maki videos. So schedule got a little hoed. Instead of yesterday's video, Choso versus Power, what was supposed to come out was the full potential of Choso video. It's fine, a video still came out, but the full potential of Choso video is gonna take a little bit longer. It'll probably be done like Monday or like Tuesday or something. So I'm thinking Sunday I do a modulo video. I'm thinking, what up, Jada? How you doing, big bro? I'm thinking Tuesday the full potential Choso video drops. Probably like Thursday I want a Maki video though. I'm gonna do like a Chainsaw Man. Like I'm gonna do a Maki versus Kwang Ji video sometime soon. But I need a good like. What do you want to see inverse? Like who do you want to see? Who do you want to see Maki go up against for like that episode? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Just realized where the hell did Uro go at the end? I don't know. Did we get anything from her? She probably just like got hunted down by like Maki or some shit. Water leaking out on my roof right now. Got 2 buckets on rotation. Damn. Sorry to hear that, Dion. Sorry to hear that. You live in like the Midwest or whatever? I don't know even why I said that. That was just like a fucking... I live in the Midwest, so I just like fucking assumed. Dumb. But yeah. Question I've actually had. You think you'll eventually make a how Toji would have went, how JJK would have went if Toji raised Megami? I think Megami probably would have came to realize the realization of being selfish sooner. You know, I was talking about this with Lethality about like how to make Megami stronger or whatever, and like the low-key goat to do that would be Toto. Make another Maki versus Toji, because why not? Fuck. Maki versus Kishibe is low-key hilarious. Yeah, but I want to do an inverse one. So I'm going to do a cross verse. I'm going to do Maki versus Kwang Ji. But I want to do an inverse. I want to do like Maki versus someone in JJK, preferably. Yeah. Fuck. What's up, Ron? We got to cook soon? We do, man. We do. Yeah, let me know what days you'd be free coming soon. Because I've been having some IRL difficulties and shit like that, car troubles and whatnot. But I should be good to go and record and stuff like that in the near future. Am I the only one in the world who's invested in Kamo and blood manipulation full potential? One, no. I've been once I made the Choso video, I had someone breathe down my neck saying, "Are you still gonna make the Kamo one?" I was like, "Yes, I will, of course." But in terms of full potential blood manipulation, I'm really excited because this video, like in terms of just like production, is like by far the best. I got the goat on it. I basically summoned my editing Maharaga for this one, so I'm excited for y'all to see it. Maki versus Misogyny. Hold on now. Okay. Maki versus Jogo rematch. I could do that. Now, the only thing holding me back is that I've done a Maki versus the Disaster Curses video, and that's like one of my more popular ones. But if y'all want to see a dedicated Maki versus Jogo, like I can do that. I'm just trying to think if there are any ones that are crazy. When's the Mega Me Full Potential video coming out? That's coming out. Literally, the episode in which he beats Reggie, that's the episode it's dropping. And so I'm going to time that for like a Thursday release. Let's see. I wonder if Heavenly Restriction people can be registered combatants for a 10 Shadows ritual. Hell nah. They don't got Curse Energy. Don't even recognize them as like a thing. It'd be like registering a building, or like a car. You know what I mean? There's no way. I might be able to supply some combo stuff, but I'll do some more digging for that, not gonna lie. Bet. Also, Demon, I meant to ask you this yesterday. Based on like Japanese folklore or anything, the stuff you be really getting into, right? That narrative good shit you be knowing, right? Do you know what Morn Tiger could be? And my Maki versus Misogyny, you can make it Maki versus all the men in the verse. Yeah, I figured that's what you were getting at. I'm trying to think if there are any like stronger misogynists besides like Naoya and Naobito though. Let's see. We saw a full limitless domain and incomplete Ten Shadows domain, but no blood domain. Yeah. I heard that Maharaga, Taman, Nina, and Evan restriction user. Yeah, I've heard that before. It's not one that I think is like can't make sense for sure. I've always thought it's pretty interesting. Maki versus Naruto. Yuji mentioned the Rasengan. Definitely could do like an equal stats one. That'd be pretty cool. Maki's one of those characters where I think post Awakening you can make videos on her whenever for sure. Does Maki versus Rika work? Maybe. I gotta think about it. Maki versus Jogo. Maki versus Misogyny. It's a good title. Is it a great topic? You know what I mean? That's the question. But yeah. Low-key Teen Gojo might have misogynistic tendencies. I mean, we definitely know Gojo, like, up until very recently, got some racist tendencies for sure. Angel's full potential is something that needs to get touched on IMO. Feels like a full realized Jacob's Ladder would be competent. Would someone competent be pretty good? Maybe. There'll definitely be a point in time where, like, maybe during a lull in the season, I'll drop some full potential videos for characters that probably won't have as much pull as like the main ones. But yeah. But are you watching NFL playoffs? No, I don't really be tapped into football like that. Maki versus Misogyny without a woman speaking in the video would be a sin. So are you saying like get creams on the video or wait, too meta. Yeah, I don't know how I'd get around that, unfortunately. Maki and Yuki been looking too good. I get a typo, Shoko and Yuki. I get that. To bury, so I imagine it's Yami that can burrow into shadows and jump out when stepped on like a landmine. I'll do some tiger research though. I appreciate that very much, Demon. Thank you. Equal stats is very often underused. We need more of that in the world. Tired of these stomps and characters slower than light to lose. I fuck with that, bro. I agree with you. I think we're gonna get some interesting ones in here. Let me think. Because there, like, I could do Maki versus Yuki, right? I could do Maki versus Yorozu, but like, does Yorozu have motion right now? You know what I mean? Maki's always gonna have motion. Yorozu kind of gotta capitalize on the motion. Maybe Maki versus Yuki wouldn't be bad. I could do that one. That's a simple one too. Get creams on the full potential Naoya video. Fuck! I gotta make that one too. Shit. Okay, I gotta lock in. Yo, you seen the latest chapter of Punk Gun? That little fellow up here, Demon. I've been keeping up with Punk Gun every single chapter, every single week, brother. Yes. Yeah, bro. We learning he's a he's that motherfucker a genetically engineered demon. GMO demon is crazy. But yeah. Let me think actually. Let me pull this up. Oh, I actually do. Fuck. Okay. Let me think. I gotta get this series going. But I'm trying to think if I can get a good thumbnail for it in time. Euro's emotion. I know. I gotta get a good thumbnail concept going in my head. Whoopsies. Oh, these are a lot of messages. Jesus Christ. Let me lock in. Let's see. That's crazy. Nah, Jaded, I don't know if you're still in here, bro. That's fucking crazy. That shit. Show me the channel name, bro. Show me the channel name. That's That's hilarious. Because it might be the same person. Because I've seen them do that before. Do you draw sketches for your thumbnail artist? Nah. Most of the time, I could start doing it. I'm probably good enough to be able to like imagine a cool composition and then make something interesting out of it. But historically, I've just used like very popular references for sure. That's always been my thought process. Okay. How do you like those JJK True Story shorts? They're pretty fucking funny. The Kenjaku one, I think that was the one that stood out the most in terms of like making Kenjaku the hero or whatever. Yeah. Pretty funny stuff. Very reminiscent of very reminiscent of peak JJK, like brain rot, brain molding, melting, all that stuff. Yorozu inspires motion in me. Fairs. Um, let's see. How do you feel about a Maki versus hidden inventory video? It's tough because she just does what like Toji does. You know what I mean? Gojo full potential versus failure. He always loses type shit. Um, Maki versus Dobby video. There could be some back and forth there, plus the fan base overlap. Dobby, MHA Dobby. The worst episode. What? Yeah, that's what in quotations. Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Yeah. It's so funny how if Kenny was in another fandom, he'd be so horrifying and disturbing. Instead, he just missed her back shots for the plan. I think the back shots for the plan thing is always like a really. It is a joke that is funny. I think for like the first 10 minutes you come across it, and then it's like, okay, you do realize that was like a real simple task. He's like the most evil sorcerer ever or some shit. Um the moment that sent me, it was in Sukino screaming, "Where are the weak so I can help them?" Maki versus full potential Amanai, guys. Trust me, it's gonna be peak. It's basically Amanai with Tengen barriers. Amanai. I kept running. I've been consistently reading that as a mind. I'm like, what the fuck is Sugar Dude gonna do? Amanai's even worse. Amanai's even worse. Dude, who the fuck? I could do Maki versus like Yuta, but the thing is like I already. Hold on, chat. Wait. Let me think. Okay. I see the. Hold on, chat. Am I seeing the vision? Am I seeing the vision? Okay. Maki versus Yuta, and then when Yuta fights at Sendai, because I already have this thumbnail. Toji versus Yuta. Shit's gonna be the same. They're the same strength. Whoever I think is gonna win the first fight is gonna win the second fight. But that might be a motion detector, Chad. That might be a motion detector. Um. Yes. Maki versus 100 sorcerers. No one even typed that. That was just me saying shit in my head. Might not be a bad one though. I got. I'll see if I can get a good thumbnail for it. Maki versus Stars and Stripes. Yo, dude, do you hate Maki? What the fuck is your problem? Versus Stars and Stripes, or Maki versus Kenjaku. I'll say this episode, for just being an info dump, was so fucking cool. The entire episode reminded me of a fighting game menu. That's actually not a bad. It's not a bad like visual comparison there. I fuck with that. Maki versus Rico, and it's a philosophical argument on whether or not Maki would be willing to do what Toji did. For like, if the motivation is just money? No, right? If there's some other motivation, I could see Maki killing a kid, though. I could see that. Nah, I actually don't know if I can see that. I might have just made that shit up, to be honest. What about a video Toji assassinating every character? Toji kills the Jujutsu Kaisen universe? I have a thumbnail that could kind of be in line with that, yeah. Maharaga versus the Marvel Universe. Fuck. Ouch. Maki versus Kashimo. I'm trying to time most things with like when the character shows up, right? RCT Gojo versus Golden Game. Gonna have something kind of similar-ish. But I try to like show most Kashima videos are probably gonna happen around when Kashima pulls up. But I don't know. Maybe I could do a couple. Did Maki kill Zenin clan kids? I don't think we know that. I think we know that she killed. Let me you know what? Let me just go read real quick, right? Let me just go read real quick because I think it's chapter why was I gonna say 153, where we get like that statement before Gege went on break. I'm such a fucking dork. Go outside, bro. Is it 153? It might be 152. Fuck, I'm a loser. It's 152. Sorry, chat. So let's see. So the statement is members of the Zenin clan who were absent that day would soon die violent deaths. 6 members of the Hei, 9 members of the Akashi, and 20 members of the Kukuru unit. No residuals were found where they died, but trace amounts of curse energy thought to have originated from a cursed tool weapon were detected in their bodies. Days later, the Gojo clan and Kamo clan proposed removing the Zenin clan from the big 3 families, but Jujutsu headquarters is keeping their verdict on hold. It's the implication just seems to be that she like fucking killed all of their like warriors. I don't imagine that she was just like out there murdering fucking women and children. Because like yeah, okay, here, let me pull it up. Do I want to pull it up? That sounds like a lot of work. It's fine. Do a lot of work. Streamer man. Image. Not video or sound clip. Okay, here we go. Add a new source instead. Sure, image. Hold on. Please tell me you just have that saved in your Maki shit. Please tell me you know how to do your job. Okay. JJK panels. Maki. Do you have it saved? 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 Please have it saved. Okay, you do. Okay, cool. You're a go. Alright, hold on. So, I'll zoom in for you guys real quick. Right? So, yes. I'll put this under everything. Pretty much. So, yes. Members of the Zenin clan who were absent that day would soon die violent deaths. However, right? We get that little fucking, that dash. And I really do think that, like, the statement is, like, yes, people who are absent, and then it's listing the people who are absent. 6 members of the Hei, 9 members of the Akashi, and 21 members of the Kukuru unit. It wasn't saying, like, are included in those. It's just, like, those are the people it's referring to. So that's my thought process. I mean, this shit always reminds me of the Itachi fan art, him dragging kid out of the closet. Yeah. She killed all of the Hei, Akashi, plus Kukuru, as well as her mother. No confirmation, everyone else, exactly. Loki for future Chainsaw Man versus JJK vids, you can do Maki versus Kwang Shi, Kopeni versus Miwa. Yo, your mind. Anyways, Angel Devil versus Hana or Yorozu creating weapons and such. Rize versus Hazanoki. Someone said Rize versus Yogo. I kind of fuck with that. Or Ryu. Nanami versus Kishibe. Another thing for him to get cooked. Mechamaru versus Doll. You might not be. You're not so bad. Google me, and I knew that because I fuck with you for real. Just watched it. This episode was a great example of doing exposition in an entertaining way. I'm glad you fucked with it. Apparently, Gege said that Dagon rivals Jogo and Hanami. Do you think that changes anything? Gege don't know what he's talking about. What's the statement? Do you have the statement? Could you, if you do, right? Do you have the quote for it? Because I'd be very curious, right? Because like, Kobeni just gets one shot. I don't get it. Oh no, it's interesting. Kwang Shi versus Maki. Yeah, that's already on the docket. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's on the docket for sure. I can get a chat. You think it's a type advantage? Oh, okay, got you. Okay. Cool. Chat, you already know I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of that raid sequence. By the way, I wanted to go. I guess this is an update for you too, Lethality. I wanted to go like super big and like crazy. For the Naoya versus Naobito video that I'm gonna be doing in like probably like 2 weeks. But we tried a few different things. It got really muddled. But yeah, got a cool thumbnail out of it though. I still went to one of the old legends, so we might be able to. We can get some good things out of that. Might go back to them for that. That Rico being Dagon theory was so funny. Fuck. Bro, you gotta do JJK Generations with the anime is fully done. Yuka Tsurugi versus Gojo and Geto at 16. I might not even wait till the anime is fucking done to do that. Like, that would mean Toji revived to kill her again. That shit would be funny as hell. He's following her into and out of the afterlife and shit. Niggas be saying Gege said and genuinely be capping. I mean, I'm not even saying that they're lying. I just want to see it. Because people do be saying Gege said shit a lot. And a lot of times, that shit did not happen. You're right. I don't know if that's true here, but it does happen. Ouch. What would full potential Megami be like? God. Or as close as you can get to it, I guess. Bro, Gege said he fucking hates JJK. It was stated in Can't Figure Out World as statements, yeah. Soul Damage Maharaga? Hell yeah. Yo. Chat. Thought. Totality happens, right? Megami makes... Wait. Hold on. Let me think for a second. Okay, nothing necessarily contradicts this. The Gege said Akari Ablation is a good one. It's funny. I saw that tweet go up. I saw the tweet where it was like where like that all those fake sentiments came from. Yeah, no, shit was funny as hell. Let me think though for a second, because I had a thought. If Maki was my sister, I'd want some of that too. I don't blame Mai. Here in the Broken Ronin YouTube chat, we actually don't fuck with incest. That's just like a hot take, though. Hold on. Why? Let me scroll up in my chat. It's not letting me scroll up in my chat. I just gotta get cooked. I don't blame Mai too. So that's two people. No. We blame Mai. A battle with a strong opponent, Dagon of Jogo and Hanami's level, was inevitable. Do you think this is just referring to them being special grades? Oh, yeah. You can easily chalk it up to just them being, like, special grades, like, of the level that they have, like, conscious thought and the ability to speak. You know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily have to be that, like, they're all equal strength. Better ship than Udamaki. Oh, we're just saying shit, my bad. I wonder where Mai even could see in Megami where he came at the first year of school. I think Megami came by the clan a few times. If we apply Dragon Ball rules, what is the weakest version of Goku that gets to infinity? Is it the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai? That, like, fucking where Roshi blows up the moon? That one. Budokai Tenkaichi Budokai. Whatever. World's Strongest Tournament. Need Giga to have a novel dog. Need to start saying it was in the novel for JJK. He has novels. They just don't really, like, deal with a lot of, like, high-level combat or nothing. Like, imagine making Pikachu. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The 10 Shadows, the 10 Shadows don't go away if Maharaga, like, dies, right? Did that only happen with Sukuna because all of the other shadows dissipated? Or is it, like, the 10 Shadows is connected to, like, Maharaga? That feels like something that was said. That feels like some shit he said when he was in Yuji's domain, to be honest with you. But if that is, that kind of fucks with my ability to get some like binding valve funny shit off. My love in the shrine got wasted and the 10 shadows to stop functioning. No, wait. I don't know if he does say that. No, Maharaga dying cuts Sukuna off. Okay. That's the 21st, so you're saying 50 chapters in, Goku as Gojo? Yeah. At least, it depends on if you think he's as strong as Roshi. At least, Roshi's got that. That like, super muscly Kamehameha is bursting through infinity for sure. Fuck, you gotta add a technique to the wheel. Automobile manipulation. What the fuck? Could Kid Goku breaking through manga panels let him pierce infinity? Expeditiously. I low-key gotta read JJK. I don't remember if the 10 Shadows vanishes if Maharaga dies. Same one's about translation. Demon. Help. I don't know if she knows either, but I'd figure. Suguna still had summons left, but the moment he lost Maharage, it was over. I don't know. I don't think the 10 shadows are tied to Makora, since he mainly stopped using it the second he got World Slash. Yeah, but we know he loses it, right? Because he says in chapter 266, Malevolent Shrine got wasted and my 10 shadows technique has stopped functioning, so this is Megumi Fushiguro's, right? The problem is I don't know when it got wasted. If it's not tied to Makura, to Maharaga, whatever, right? Then what I was gonna say is, you know, a binding value you just have Megumi make, right, for full potential, like in exchange for Maharaga not like becoming totality if it dies, like its adaptations just become permanent even when he summons it and unsummons it. So the thought process is it can now sustain a permanent death. So like if Maharaga dies with Megumi's other 10 shadows, there's no like Maharaga amped to like totality dog. It's just gone. But the thought is in exchange for that permanent death that doesn't really occur otherwise, the adaptations that Maharaga goes through over the course of time, they just like stick. They just stay. Thoughts? That's actually fucking cracked. Yo, what's the horror game? I'm gonna let members vote on that. I'm gonna let members vote on that. But yeah, it can be whatever. Any horror games on the list. Got a grocery shop with $10 less in my pocket. Wish me luck, chat. I got a 5-finger discount a few times, or I'm cooked. Type. Let's see. Hold on. Don't be a cheapskate. 20. Okay, hold on. Okay, what's up, Hansel? You missed some BR misogyny? No, you didn't. Yo, Hansel. Dead by Daylight, but the killer is just Maharaga. Type. Now you may be taking Megami slander. Yeah. Maharaga doesn't keep adaptations. He fought a 6 eyes, limitless user before and hasn't adapted. Before Gojo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You make it a binding vow. You make it so that instead of becoming totality if it dies, you just have it continue to adapt. Like it doesn't reset, basically. So like if it fights someone, say it fights Yuji, right? So make me like, hey bro, hit it with your slashes. And Yuji does, and it completely adapts to slashing techniques. And he just unsummons it, it is still completely adapted to slashing techniques. Can I DM you a Megami idea and you give me your thoughts on stream? Talk to me. You reckon a 6 eyes, 10 shadows user would be able to keep Rog out permanently without running out of curse energy, like how Gojo keeps Infinity active all the time? You know, I don't think the 6 eyes can manifest outside of the Gojo clan. At least that's not the way it seems to be said. But yeah, he probably would be able to if he like mastered his curse energy manipulation or whatever. Permanent RCT and whatnot. He's still the elephant, dog, and bull. So if it dies, I think it shuts off. Ah, shit. Even better to make the binding vow with it then, I guess. I don't know. Low-key upset we didn't get any thoughts on Maharaga from the Sumerians. Would have been hilarious if they read its mind or something. I guess they don't view Shikigami. Wait, do they? No, they might view Shikigami as Kalyan. Just anything that isn't human manipulating cursed energy might be kind of Kalyan-esque. I had a combo with my homeboy and he theorized that Morning Tiger, Tanner Funeral could revive any 10 Shadow Shikigami one time each, and Loki that'd be hard, and it makes sense why Suken added its Agito. Yo, Morning Tiger, deadass being like, hey, you can get the shit back. Like making me just have Orochi again. That low key be hard as fuck. That would be pretty dope, yeah. That would be pretty dope, yeah. Okay. So I'm rereading TCP, and when Sukuna talks about the 10 shadows, he follows it up immediately by talking about Megumi soul rebelling, especially since this is right after Sukuna falls into shadows. Okay. Let me see something. Does the Mahoraga fight now confirm that he's capable to adapt to physical attacks? Though I feel like that was a given considering how the Gojo fight went, at least in comparison to how enemy Mahoraga works. Yeah, I've always believed that like Mahoraga cannot adapt to physical differentials. The thing about it is just that like if it's completely no-selling your technique, most times you can't do anything else about it. There's nothing you have that can just like one-shot. Like I don't think any sorcerer we're going to see without the use of techniques to amplify those physical attacks is just punching Mahoraga to death. I don't think that can happen. Morning Tiger be the Ashura path, low-key fire. I kind of fuck with that, yeah. They don't consider Shikigami to be comparable to Kalyan's. Debur even refers to it as an example of human Jujutsu. Doesn't Maru call Marmalade Boy's Shikigami a Kalyan, though? Is that not what he does? Or is that like, you know, what's that considered? Was it stated if you can create your own curse technique? Because I was wondering how to Nobito get animation curse technique. You can create certain applications like Shikigami, barrier techniques can be created or like, you know, learned or whatever. But no, your technique like manifests and you develop it when you're like 5 to 6 or something. Could a max curse energy black flash one shot like Raga from like Yuji? Probably not. I don't think so. No, probably not. I'll be dead ass. One, black flashes kind of have like this wavering level of strength that's really funny. But two, no, I don't think so. I think if you have to like get punched through it entirely, probably not. Probably not. What would a perfected Chimera Shadow Garden look like? Would the sure hit be like Dagon, Gojo's, or maybe just use aspects of auto adaptation if you imbue it with Maho or water via Elephant? That's for me to know and figure out. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know entirely just yet. Figuring out the pinnacle of his domain is probably gonna be one of the bigger aspects of the video. Ooh, fuck. If you think about it, can't Mahoraga learn all forms of Jujutsu? Like, theoretically, he can learn domains and maybe even use Black Flash on command if his enemy is immune to nothing except them. Like, theoretically, I just don't think... The thing is just, like, Mahoraga's adaptations seem to be not necessarily random, but they aren't exactly, like, always the most optimized thing, right? Like, first, Mahoraga changes its curse energy to get past the infinity. Then it develops flying slashes, right? But it's like technically in adaptation to infinity could just be my attacks never miss, right? But that's not really what it does. And so I imagine the greater the adaptation, the further and more complex abilities that it requires it to grow, the more speed, like the more spins of the wheel it needs, which would be like getting into like some crazy like dozens or hundreds of numbers or whatever. Yeah. How about his Black Flash Rush that he hits Sukuna with? Nah. That's not taking Mahoraga out, I don't think. If Sukuna were to take Mahoraga out, it would genuinely have to be with some like domain shit that he does before Mahoraga starts adapting. Huh?
I wanna see you quiver.
Hansel, thank you for the 30. Thank you for the 30. Thank you for the 30. You want to see me quiver? Is that really? Appreciate you for the 30 though. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you got what you paid for with that one. Phew. Anyways. Damn, that was just like mad aggressive. Like, you can't buy me a drink first? I mean, I guess that's what the 30 bucks is for, actually. Never mind, my bad. Back off, Hansel. That's my bit. Am I just a bit to you? By the way, have you seen the video of Mahoraga raising baby Megumi? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Money well spent. Fuck yeah. Let's see. So, Broken, you didn't mention that horror is a member thing? I didn't mention that horror is a member thing? Um, Wait, it's a member thing? He did Sleeping Danger? I most certainly did, yeah. I guess I should have asked. Yeah, no, that's like fair. I did say it, but that's fair. It says it's loaded, so it's in DMs, but I'll check it out in a second. That's on me though. I'll tally what it is. I can adjust this, right? So don't worry about that. But yeah, I can take into account how many members that would have been. Yada yada. I'll do the math. I'll do the math. And when I come back, I'll adjust it for you guys, like next stream or whatever. Shadow time. Okay, so this is MZ's potential idea for Megami. So the idea is shadow time in exchange for exponentially buffing his control over his shadow and the shadows of other people or objects. Able to freely manifest Shikigami from other people's shadows and make shadow weapons, Megami will experience greater physical fatigue and maybe even shorten his lifespan. I definitely think you probably need to make it something like the lifespan shortening. In Gege fashion, you probably just need to make it something that's like that has like a correlative numerical value. Like you think about over time, and it's after these times he gets this increase. It's not like a vague over time his power increases. That would probably be the only thing I mention in addition to it. But yeah, no, I can see that I can see that the idea takes inspiration from Emperor Time for sure, especially with like the lifespan negging. Let's see. Yeah, don't worry, chat. Don't worry. I'll look at how much was donated, and then I'll do that I'll do the math. You've been reading Mad? I have not been reading Mad. I heard it's good though. Heard it's good. Heard it's really good actually. That's pretty much all I've been hearing. But no, I haven't cracked it open myself. Not just yet. Yeah. Yeah, I just showed up like 5 minutes ago. That's on me though. W taking responsibility, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Do you think Toto has the beyond special grade potential that Gojo thinks he does? Maybe, but like it's not as clear as it would be with someone like Yuji or Yuta, to be honest. It's not that I can't like squint my eyes and maybe see a vision. It's just like a lot blurrier than a lot of other characters. Ouch. Maybe it can limit what Shikigami you can summon in the domain. Like if he uses Rounder with this method, he'd be stopped from using in the domain. I kind of like that as a condition. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Okay. Say yes. Toto was Toto was like Kusagabe. He's hard to solo an enemy, but he's also hard for him to lose. You feel me? Like Toto was special grade support. That's kind of what my thought process was on. Like if you pair Toto with someone, if you pair Toto with a special grade, they're beyond special grade. Hey, 100%. More so than almost any other duo. Like Toto, and let me know if this is a crazy take. Toto might be a better ally to have, like on your side, than anyone barring like Sukuna or Gojo. Can I say that? Can I is that crazy to say? If you are to pick anyone, like, hey, I have to fight. I'm a slowed sorcerer and I'm fighting someone that's supremely strong. There's probably no one better to have on your squad than Gojo or Sukuna, and then third is Toto. That's what I think. And Yuta, nah. Yuta might not be. Actually, hold on. I might be bullshitting. Hold on. Yuta might be higher. Yuta. The thing about Yuta is he's stronger, but the thing about him is like Yuta probably is going to like, you're probably going to get in his way. In a way that's different than Gojo and Sukuna. Like Gojo and Sukuna, they're like, dude, you don't even need to do anything. Hikari might be above social grade with Toto Loki. Fuck no. But yeah. And RCT heal allies. Okay, healing allies. Okay, hold on. I'm taking Toto greater than Shinjuku Yuta over any day of the week. Inherently, numbers are good for the fight, so 2v1. Yeah. Yeah. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Fuck. You don't have to throw a boogie woogie if you want to be shameless. Okay. Okay, but if you give you the abilities he doesn't have now, yeah, sure. It makes it more obvious. But, like, as they stand, like last time we seen them, I don't know. Get or greater than Toto as a support in your fight? No. So I did some cursory digging on tigers in Japanese mythology, and it's mostly coming back with them being seen as protectors, so I imagine the morning tiger would match up as a more defensive role. Okay. You can be the Gojo to my Sukuna? Damn, you want to just, like, kill me? You want to slice me up? That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Very forward of you. Very, very forward of you. Let's see. Hold on. Let me check some real quick. Chat room. Type aura. Do you think Datura Kalyan's being here on Earth will shift the balance of the world to cause Sword Choice Curse to grow stronger like Gojo? Oh, Dabura. I don't know. I don't know if the story's going in that direction. Especially if you turn the Mourn kanji as to bury instead of funeral. Y'all think if full potential Geto gets Tengen and Rika, he can beat Gojo? Probably. Not gonna lie, Toto would definitely be special good with the domains. His domains are probably his only weakness. I mean, not really. I mean, he's got simple domain to counter. And it would be really... We've never seen it, and it'd be interesting to see him get caught in a domain and try to use Boogie Woogie to swap with, like, something with curse energy outside of it. But we don't know if he can swap outside of, like, closed barrier domains. There's no reason he shouldn't be able to, but I can see there being, like, some level of speculation for sure. Let me see. Okay. Shinjuku Squad has better simple domain than Gojo. Yeah. At least a lot of them do. Better feats. Held out in Malevolent Shrine for longer. No, you can contradict that a little bit though. And here's the logic, right? Because I was thinking about it, I was like, that doesn't seem right. It's possible. It's possible. I'll say it's possible. The only issue is this, right? Shinjuku Sukuna's domain is only as strong as his domain in Shibuya. It's never said that it's as strong as his peak. Obviously, Sukuna versus Gojo, he's fighting at, like, the peak of his 20 fingers, right? And so if you make the point that, like, okay, obviously those 5 fingers, they're worth something. Sukuna eats them before a battle, right? Or wants to compensate for one lost finger before a battle. Then the point would just be that Gojo's simple domain lasts a lot shorter, sure, but it lasts much shorter against a Sukuna that's vaguely stronger. And so you can't necessarily make that comparison anymore. That'd probably be what you said. Isn't it verbatim stated to be at full power? Let me see if let me find it real quick. But I'm pretty sure he literally says this is like a domain on par with the Shibuya one. Let me see. It could be wrong, you know. I'd fuck with Kusakabe. I think better like barrier techniques for sure. Let me read it. Let's see. Even with the back against the wall, Sukuna isn't lowering the difficulty of the barrier technique. As in Shibuya, he isn't using a barrier to divide his effective range in the outside world. Covering the domain with the barrier's external shell provides an escape route. The binding rod disappears, the effective word shrinks, the domain's amplification change, and the guaranteed hit. And Sukuna is currently incapable of maintaining this high level domain. Okay, hold on. Where's the fucking potency statement? Hold on. Okay. Maybe I need to go to TCB. Let me see. TCB JJK. Let me see something real quick. What chapter is this? 258. Because that translation isn't really doing. It's not doing much for me explanation wise, one way or the other. Okay, so this is what it looks like on TCB, and I'll just read that out for y'all. Hold on. Let's bring that up. Jamie? Yeah. Put that on screen for me. Thanks. Yeah. Get that up here. Get that up here. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Bet. Now we got it. Yeah, we got it. Okay, cool. Cool. So this is the main part that we need to focus on. Even at this 11th hour, Ryoma Sukuna made no attempt at lowering the complexity of his domain, comma, as was in Shibuya, he offered no restraint to output nor effective range. Yeah, so he kind of just like the way the sentence is structured, at least in the TCV translations, is a comparison of no restrictions to Shibuya level, right? Yeah. And it's saying like he can only maintain it, whatever, right? So yeah, it just would not necessarily apply to Gojo stuff. I mean, how many types of symbol domain are there? That one curse, the smallpox curse, sumo guy, new shadow style. I think one more. Smallpox curse for. Are you thinking of like Ghettos, the one that like fights Toji or whatever? Weren't the Shinjuku quad able to hold their stances, which increases output the whole time too? That's also true. Let's see. I think we're not having it. Yeah, that was just an innate domain. Yeah, smallpox has a domain expansion. I think you're thinking of like, is it Kuchisaki no Onna or whatever? That has like the innate domain that like cuts Toji up or something. Yeah, him physically attacking Gojo at the same time has to come into play well now. He's trying to break down Gojo's simple domain, where later he's just staying on the middle, prepping furnace. Yeah, that definitely would also contribute. That definitely would also contribute. Isn't that a crazy feat? Which one? Kuchisaki Onna is who's being... That simple domain managed to trap Toji. It seemed to be like rule based. I mean, it works. It seems to be consent based, right? So like Maki engaged with sumo guys, simple domain or whatever, and she was able to be like affected by its like some of the traits that it has, and so it seems to be the case that like once Toji answered the question, he technically opted into the simple domain's like abilities. That's the way I've always interpreted it, right? That like and let me read it actually. By answering though, he seems to have gotten it right. An imaginary vengeful spirit, an innate domain with a pact that cannot be broken until the question is answered. You're not my type. Gets technique is activated, so that's how it is. And then like leaves. That's the way I've seen it. If simple domain works on Toji, I have a mean Higuruma idea. Talk to me, because I don't think. Simple domain working on Toji, I don't really mean much for Higuruma, to be honest. But why would Toji consent? Same reason he's like regaling, like going over his powers and stuff like that. There's not really a need to. He's just kind of doing shit. Me was the other one with a special domain, by the way, where anyone within his range will automatically swing at with a Bato sword draw. I think that's something that can be that's a thing that can be added to any simple domain. I'm pretty sure. Kuzukabe versus Toji though, that's a tough one. I got to think about it. Toji and Maki are immune from targeting effects from domains, but rule-based domains don't target. They just apply lost entity within the domain. It's why Maki can walk into Higuruma's. Oh, is that said? Maybe. Let me. Yeah, that if so, that'd be a statement I do not remember seeing. Yeah. Maybe that was said like in like the resolution chapter. Let me see. It would be like a nice way to explain why she doesn't do it, but I don't know if that's like actually. It's like sort of like it might be a good headcanon explanation. What the fuck was that? It might be a good headcanon explanation, but I don't know if it's actually I don't know if that's actually like said outright. Let me see that. No, I can't see anything there. But yeah. I could see it though. I could see it being a case of like, because Sukuna is recognized by Curse Energy as an entity in the domain, that like violence cannot be enacted upon him. So even if Maki isn't affected, like she can't functionally commit violence because the people that can be targeted are being acted upon, whatever. Okay, the idea is that he makes a modded simple domain, wherein so long as Higuruma accurately guesses a crime of the person committed, he can limit the effectiveness of curse tools. Interesting. It would be kind of funny if Maki was able to kill Sukuna via being immune to the rules of Higuruma's domain while Sukuna is not. But yeah, if she's subject to the no violence rule, it makes sense. Interesting, interesting. I don't think about that one. Ouch. It's fascinating, Chevron. Let's see here. Okay. Let me think. Let me think here. No, it's my inference from reading the series. Just trying to mesh what we're told about Maki being immune to shurits, but told you getting trapped by Kuchisake no Ones before he answered the question. Gotcha. Okay. And still, you weren't here when I was asking this. Would be a funny character, not funny, just an interesting character, Maki to fight this week. I'm trying to make I'm doing a Maki versus Kwang Shi video. I'm gonna do a Maki versus someone in JJK video for when the episode drops. I just don't know who. We've rolled around Yuki. We've rolled around Jogo. Jogo is less so just because I've already, one, we'd only be talking about base form, duh. And two, I've already done like a disaster curses video where Maki's fighting him. I'm trying to think of some other ones. To me, that's got to show that the sure hit and role-based domains just function differently. I use the analogy of targeting since it's similar to Yu-Gi-Oh concepts. Got you. Can a card get jackpot against Maki? Nah. A funny argument I've made historically is that, like, nah, he can't. Because it can't target her. Kwang Ji from Chainsaw Man. I wonder how Kashima's symbol domain or domain implication would work if he had them. I mean, probably like anyone else's. The thing is just his cursed energy trait wouldn't disappear. In the next episode, are we going to see the entire Kill Bill and Meet Zenin Massacre? All with the exception of now you're getting folded, probably. That's my assumption, yeah. Kashimo cough. I hear y'all. But, like, how crazy is it to drop a Kashimo video when he's not going to show up for another, like, 7 months? Maybe, I don't know. I could do that. I don't even know what I think. I'll write that down as an idea. Assuming it's put in the hands of a high grade 1 to low special grade sorcerer with good physicals and curse energy stats, reserves, output, efficiency, manipulation. What's your top 5 curse techniques? You gotta go Idle Transfiguration. You gotta go Copy. You gotta go Limitless. You gotta go 10 Shadows. You gotta go. What else you gotta go? Who the fuck else you have to go? Shrine isn't bad, but I feel like that's just Sukin attack, so there's got to be like a better technique that I'm like obviously missing. I better to Curse Spirit Manipulation. Duh, Jesus Christ. I was tweaking, Chad. Maki versus Nobara and Yuka. That's crazy. Blood manipulation? Not if you're a human. Blood manipulation. I don't think blood manipulation is really is goated if you're a human. For real world use, what's the best technique? It's obviously Idle Transfiguration. I'm not sure I'm willing to even accept another answer, to be honest with you. It's like so obviously that one. Dagon technique gets so much potential. You can make both IRL and mythical sea creatures with it since it's based on fear of the sea. Drop Maki versus Nayo strictly based on scaling until their fight and pretend like you genuinely theorize on who would win based on their feats. Fuck. Private Pure Love Train is pretty good. I don't even think that's really a good technique in universe or like in the real world for most people. Maybe Yuta makes the most sense. Yeah. The Stalker Bug Eyes technique. Comedian is the most powerful technique. It does not mean that that's it doesn't mean that that's the best like real world technique applicatively. I might have just made up a word, deadass. But I fuck with it. Nabi or helicopter curse technique is better. Clone is the next best option, but you can make clones without arch transfiguration. Yeah. And like, dude, I'm like fucking whatever benefit. Like, let's say you couldn't make clones without arch transfiguration. Who gives a fuck? I'm like Jesus now. Reggie starts. I'm not saying. Listen, there are a bunch of mad useful techniques. We're talking mad useful versus like the technique to have. Yeah, Uters is not a bad one though. Comedian is best in the hands of someone who thinks they're delusional, who's someone delusional enough to think they're funny. Yeah, but I'd have to kill him if he got comedian, to be honest. Do a heavy hitters 1v1v1 all for one brawl. I can kind of fuck with that. I can fuck with that. I had that as a drawing idea once. Might make us do that someday. Fuck. I gotta do the last thing for today. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I deadass thought I had double vision for a second. I read Hansel's and then I read Maria's and I was like, holy shit. Did I just like no. I can't be like Creams. Did I just like glaze Hansel because I saw a good idea and thought she wrote it? I was like, holy fuck. No, that's not what happened. Phew. I'm not cooked. Thanks, chat. Get some generational rep. Allow me to meet Trump and I just non-me him. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't need generational. Yeah, like I don't need to be. I have auto transfiguration. I don't need to be allowed to do shit, right? I'll just handle it. But yeah, that's my perspective personally. Honestly, for me, it's just like, dude, I'm any ailment. Like, listen, I do a lot for auto transfiguration right now. Movie Tenpen. Fuck. Maki gets turned into cubes by most figures of Sukuna. I'm sorry, Yasha. My message has a slight difference. Do a heavy Hitler. Oh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I didn't see that. Type. I think PPLT is carried by Adult Death Gamble. That domain expansion is crazy good. Hikari is just kind of awful at using it. If you get creative, infinite curse energy is insane. Thanks to say Binding Vows. Yeah. With the Radius curse technique, I'll have people slip on baby oil. Okay. Y'all remember Creams with Auto Transfiguration combo? Yeah. I wouldn't mind some glaze from a trusted non-Cream source, I can't lie. Creams was in my DMs earlier asking me to follow through on the whole hypothetical. Was very uncomfortable. Yeah. No. Hold on. That's not real. If you get lethality pregnant, you get idle transfiguration. That was I'm not gonna lie to you. That was in a sense that was not a sentence I was expecting to read today on January 16th, 2026. Just got back from reading a few articles. What we talking now? Yo. Nah. I was gonna hate. You know what? J Della B, can I be honest with you? I like almost wish I was like more familiar with you so I could like get a joke off, right? Because the joke in my head was like, bro's doing the I read gimmick. That's what I was gonna say. Like, oh, I was reading articles. Sure, bro. Just say you went out to go get some food, man. Wait, aren't you lethality? I'm confused. It was genuinely real. Ask him. I'm sure he'd confess. No. I'd rather hear it secondhand. Please tell me how this went down. You don't have to do it in chat. I want to know. Please. I want to hear it not from him first because I know he's going to like lie. I gotta go for now. Don't know if I'll be back. See you. Preach. Have a good one, Black Ronin. Bro, Reedon had to let everybody know. Oh, fuck. Can you really do a Maki video if you forgot to put Shrine on the wheel? Yo, chat, why can't I speak? Yo, chat, why can't I speak? Thoughts? Nah, it's cool. Yo, chat, you know what? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Wait, can y'all see my feet? No, I can't see my feet. But... Chat, it's time. Chat. Yeah, I read because I don't want to specify something. That's fair. Maki versus absolute Mecha Maru type. Hold on. Here's my chat. Let me chat. I'm gonna run the Kaisen at gimmick. Dude, I'm too chronically online. Maybe like half of you know what that is. Hold on. BR starting like rhyme style. I'm sick. Fuck. That's crazy. Okay. Chat. We're gonna start reading for 20 minutes every day in order to improve our literacy. Chat. We're gonna start reading for 20 minutes. Thigh reveal. Yo, thigh reveal is crazy. BR thighs. Y'all, I'm sure y'all seen my thighs before. Wait, no. Y'all mostly see me from like the torso up. Yeah, no. Book time. Yeah, no, for sure. So chat. He came in my DMs is like, haha, 2 weeks later, and the whole hypothetical is still sending me. Good job on that one. Immediately, I knew what he was getting at. You know what's super funny about that? I talked to Johnny and Mikey about it, and he was pressed. He was like upset. You don't read, nigga? What are you talking about, bro? I read more than you. Bro, go word for word with me right now. BR, why not the Kagura Bible then? I wouldn't use the Kagura Bible for a bit. The Kaisen that shit has been making me genuinely angry. I need to get off Twitter. That shit's been fucking sending me. Because what has he been reading? Atomic Habits and like get the fuck off the fuck or whatever. Like what is it called? The Secret to Unfucking Your Life. What is that book called? It's a very popular kind of like grind set book. I just don't know what it's called. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's what it's called. Yeah, no. I just fucking yeah. This is making me realize, by the way, yo, chat, I actually deadass might need to get on my Kai Cenat arc. Wait, don't take that out of context. Just insofar as, like, I might need to read real books. No funny. Shit almost as dusty as creams. That's crazy. Books got more dust than the Zenin addicts. You all, what are you talking about? Where would you rank Modular with the other GGK arcs? I'll come back to that. What I was gonna say is like I need to read like books made for grown people because I think I gotta lock in, chat. I actually might not be able to read. Damn, y'all could see my thighs. Thighs are just all over the screen. That's crazy as hell. Yo, chat. Someone donate 10 for that. Someone donate 10 for that. 5 for the first time, 5 for the second. Can't just have y'all seeing the thighs for free. Sorry. Come on, lock in. You know, I'm less angry when it's not a white person making fun of him. Wait, hold on. The sentence was structured weird. I deadass couldn't comprehend what I just read. You know, I'm less angry, bet, when I know it's not a white person. So when it's a white person making fun of him, you get pissed. When it's not, yeah, I'm following. Yeah, no, I get that. OMG, not the Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I remember thinking I was so far above that book like 5 years ago when at peak insufferability, but now I'm above it in a much better way. Was like the first one you were like, I already know not how to give a fuck or some shit? Manga are made for grown people, at least 25% of them. Not most of the manga I read, just like pound for pound, to be honest with you. But that don't mean they don't hit. I don't mean they don't have value. It's just like categorically not that. I need to stop reading Japanese kid comics. I'm not even saying that. I'm gonna keep reading these. What the fuck? But what I'm saying is like maybe I should also read a book meant for an adult too. Oh no, that's crazy, Hansel. I'm sorry to hear that. I've read like I don't know if I really wanna say it on stream, but I have read one of those like that genre of book, or rather I was encouraged to read that kind of book. In a similar genre. It was fucking funny. I'm back. What up, Demon? Demon home. What am I looking at? Yeah, bro, I'm the exact opposite of reading books for grown people. About to go binge PKM Adventures. Haven't finished the Kanto section. That's some Pokemon shit? Kanto sounds familiar. I Kanto believe you want to read that. Ha. Do you mean a nonfiction book, or it can be fiction but more adult themed? Oh, no. Listen, nonfiction. Okay, let me not say that. There's plenty of good nonfiction out there. I own some good nonfiction books to get into, right? But no, I don't have a stick up my ass about it being fiction or not. Adult just means like not fucking young adult fiction. You know, like basically no shade, love this, but like something with a bit more heft than a Percy Jackson book. You know what I mean? Not even necessarily in like size or like in whatever. It's just like I should probably be more well read in things that like an adult is well, like not even like I don't even want to be a bookworm, but just I should probably have a few of those under my belt. I give way too little of a fuck about anything. Max narcissism. I did not need a book tell me with that. What I needed was the power of friendship to get me out of there. Chills. Like articles, sure. Articles. Like the thing is I'm literate, right? Am I the most literate person you'll see? I don't know. It depends on if you're like in a kind of like a dumb circle. But I have like moderate literacy. I can read and comprehend things at the level of like I was gonna say your average adult American, but that might not be like very high. Like I can read an article and I can tell you what I just read. Is basically what I'm saying. However, I'm not super duper literate. You know what I mean? I'm like top 60th percentile literacy wise. We mock it, but the power of friendship actually so gas IRL. Nigga said we don't mock shit, bro. I ain't never mocked the power of friendship in my life. But yeah, what about an absolute Batman vs. Nami video? I fuck with that. Shakespeare, BR. I have all of the Shakespeare collected works in my bedroom right now. Yeah, that's reasonable. It's just more fun to folks to see more folks encouraged to read, even if it's a small poem collection. Yeah, for sure. A JJK fan can never. That's crazy. I don't gas our early at lame in stories. That's so fascinating. I don't think the power of friendship is lame in stories. I think most of the shit we see is power of friendship, bro. I think think about some aura, right? In a lot of respects, right? Think about like I'm failing to think of an example. I'm Mr. Example Man. I'm Mr. Analogy Man, right? Think about like Chihiro learning white purity style better to like cut down Hirohiko. That's power of friendship. He just got moved by Yori for real. Shakespeare, low genuinely rather fire if you're on its reading level. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'm on its reading level. I'd probably prefer to go like watch plays, than like read them. Just considering like the nature of the medium or whatever. But it might be a good read. Do you have any books you want to read? I have a lot of books I gotta read because I own them. Yeah. Wish I could work with prose fiction. BR puts the anal in analysis. Do I? Do I do that? I put the anal in analysis? No, that can't be true. That's not me. I put the is in analysis or something. I wish I could work with prose fiction. Okay, hold on. That so I know I said I could like when you say work with, do you mean like write yourself? Is that what you're referencing? I understand what prose fiction is. I was more confused by the work with portion, which may make you think, holy shit, is this guy an idiot? But like maybe. Everyone talks about, good pros, bad pros, but I'm going to be honest, like if you're a bad pro, you got to be fired sooner or later, right? If you're oh fuck, you can see that. Fuck. Okay, oops. If you're a bad pro, you gotta be fired sooner or later, right? Let me try this one more time. Well, testing 1 2. Everybody talks about good and bad pros, but I mean, if you're a bad pro, you got to be fired sooner or later, right? Yeah, third time's the charm. As in read, words just cannot conjure anything in my imagination. Oh, interesting. Huh. It just reads straight. Fuck. BR doesn't fuck with anal. He's an anal abhor. Nobody said that. I just don't put the anal in analysis. You know what I mean? BR really not funny for real? Yo, go joke for joke with me right now, Yasha. All manga for kids is about power friendship. All manga for young adults is about bonds. It's the same theme all the way down. Type. Honestly, low key, there might be like 5 things people need to explore in storytelling. Like at a super, and that's crazy to say, at a super duper high level, like broad topic wise. Can I name all 5? Maybe not. But like there may be like 5 or 6 maybe 7 things that like literature gotta just get into. Does that make sense? Like at some point it all comes down to like this is important because of this, which is important because of this, and important because of this, because you like want to like be loved or something. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting at. So you do fuck with anal? No comment. You know what I mean? Like I'm, you know what I mean? The regular amount. Look genuinely. Um, did bro just make a 6-7 joke in 2026? No. I was no. See, so Hollow One, your brain's just a little fried. So like what I just did was like counting, and what your brain heard when I said two numbers, next to each other was like a joke. And that's just because like you have the like maturity level of a 16-year-old. That's all. Um let's see. I really like Ichi. It's got a lot of fun whimsy that I fuck with, and I feel like it's sort of organically building up its core themes as we get deeper and deeper, as redundant as that sounds. Um, I mean, hey, most people that have read Ichi have really like locked in with it from what I've seen for sure. So like I definitely don't not believe you. All you called me young, thank you, no problem. The 5 themes are human connection, romantic love, conflict slash war, death and mortality, the pursuit of passion. So, shit, might be all 5 for real. Receiving or giving, I'll let you headcanon that one. I don't want to give up the game for y'all. The meaning of life too, like what it means to be human. I can see that being a like a sly 6. Ouch. Sorry. Handstool should be the streamer, methinks. I'm right here, right? Slippin' Ninja. I have feelings too. And like, sure, I understand that, like, to a gremlin like you, to a disgusting, creature of the night like you, right? Feelings don't really mean much if it isn't getting back shots while you're, bending over studying for your maths test or whatever, right? It don't mean much, but like over here we have feelings, okay? Fuck you. I love giving type. Um, so much gas. Also, each you got a couple ideas that honestly remind me of JJK, just done differently. Speak on that. Many have said this, Sleeping Danger. There are some streams of me up on this platform somewhere. I had a small audience at one point. Yo, Hansel, you had motion? Hansel, you had motion for real? Talk to me. Receiver giver poll. Why would we? No. Commenting on me? Guessing? No. Why would we do that? Or we give the game away? When have you considered mine, huh? I mean, like, listen, fair, but like you're not like worthy of consideration. Have you thought about that? Yeah, Akane Benashi does seem like it would move me, for real. Ronan, do you consider open barriers to be a domains a strength feat or a skill feat? Most assuredly, like a skill feat for sure. Um, because I think it's about skill. I think it's like an aspect of barrier refinement. Um, Tengen considers that, like, Tengen's not the strongest character in JJK, but she has like better barriers than Kajaku and in Sukin or whatever. So I imagine the way to logically follow that is like is what's what I'm looking for? Is that it's in regards to skill. Gojo cooks Kenjaku in power, but Kenny is obviously the better domain user. Yeah, the thing that's really funny, people like have it in their head that Kenjaku would just beat, and specifically in reference to like a Kenjaku versus Yu debate, not a commentary on like who wins. I don't really know or care right now, right? But more of just like a general domain clash thing. People are like, obviously Kenjaku gotta win, because like he has an open barrier and he has better barrier techniques. So it's like that's fine. It didn't really do much for Sukuna though, at least in terms of like winning the clash. Like, it wasn't just, oh, I have a better barrier, I win the clash internally. The reason he won is because he has slashes that goes long range in a way that like Kenjaku's never said to have. But yeah, and that's a solid argument for saying Gojo is stronger. Sukuna is just more skilled. Like, sure, I guess, but like Sukuna won, so he's stronger. It's like it's a very simple, like very simple logic, right? Even if you think Gojo has more raw power or something, when you say stronger colloquially, right? When you say stronger in the context of a battle shonen, it's like probably like who wins. Like a collection of skills, hand-to-hand combat, your curse energy output, your this, your that, all then culminate into making you strong or weak. You know what I mean? And so if Sukuna has more skills that contribute to him being a better sorcerer, then he is conventionally stronger. At least in every way that matters to someone like me. I operated a niche channel with 1K subs back in the day. I was kind of prototype motion man. Oh shit, okay. Okay. I fuck with that. There's a difference between strength and skill? Sure. Like, correct. Those two words do have like different definitions. Greed Island is a skill check on whether or not you were willing to just let Tagachi ramble and ignore that shit. Like, you really don't need to read all the rules and shit about the cards. He's just being a nerd. Holy fuck. Yeah. Huh. That was my point. I mean, I guess then you proved it efficiently. Strength and skill do have like different definitions. I think if your aim was to be like, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna make an argument that strength and skill are different, then you like fucking cooked. You did that shit. But yeah. Let's see. If you think about it, the small domain that Gojo uses is basically the equivalent of a simple domain to use against open domains. It simply buys you time. Yeah. Basically. What did I just agree to? It buys you time, sure, yeah. The thing about it is just like against like Kenjaku, who doesn't have that kind of like constant slashing technique on the outside or whatever, it's just not super relevant. People attribute a lot of like Sukuna's open domain shit to Kenjaku just because both of their domains are open. But like the commonality that's made is that their barriers are similarly open. My point is Gojo is stronger, Sukuna is more skilled. Seems you agree. If that's what you took from that, then like do your thing, gang. Yeah. Oh fuck, that's really funny. Yeah, not at all what I said, but like if you think that like what you heard was agreeance, you're chilling, bro. You cooked. Oh fuck. People seem to think that Kenny can hit Toji and Maki with his domain. Yeah, that's one thing I come across a lot. Like, oh, his domain is open, and like Sukuna can include them, so Kenjaku can. And it's like, just show me where it said that like Kenjaku targets inanimate objects, and you got that, but you can't. It's just open domain cheese. Yeah. Oopsies. The Yuta versus Kenny video is going to do 5 million. I don't know about all that, but I do think it's going to be a fun one. I do think it's going to be a fun one for sure. I feel 100% vindicated not reading Hikari's technique explanation because it really didn't need that level of info dump, and Hikari's whole character was a waste of time. Type. Will Ronan explain your point, my friend? What specific areas do you think Gojo or Sukuna is stronger than Gojo in? Doesn't really matter. He's stronger in the sense that he wins fights. It's very simple. It's like when you say it's like when you say this, right? It's like when you say Gojo is the strongest, you're not necessarily referring to physical strength. You're referring to things, like for example, Gojo is not physically stronger than Yuji without cursed energy or something like that, right? Gojo probably doesn't even necessarily hit harder than Yuki punch per punch, at least not necessarily, right? Whatever. And so like when you make a statement like Gojo is the strongest, you know that it's not just saying Gojo is the best at everything. It's Gojo has a collective of traits that makes him stronger than everyone in the modern era, which is like a very simple rudimentary battle shonen sort of sentiment. And so like Sukuna's the strongest or stronger than Gojo because he beats him. And so Sukuna has a collective of traits, regardless of how you define them, that makes him win. Doesn't matter. The debate we're having, the debate you're having, by the way, you just came in here and asked me a question. It's not we're not having a debate, right? You're asking me shit and I'm answering shit. But let's see. The debate we're having is Gojo stronger than Sukuna. Is Gojo stronger? Sukuna is more skilled. It's the main thing that matters. I really don't care. Oh fuck. Holy. Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of annoying. But W Rattery though, I will say. I fuck with it. JJ could constantly equate skill and qualities of sorcerer with general strength. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Let's see. The only thing that open domain does is that they can't hide from the actual barrier, but to hit them, you have to aim the sure hit manually, like Dagon did. They can't the actual barrier. Wait, hold on. The only thing the domain does, you can't hide the barrier. You can't hit the barrier, rather. Yeah. Let's see. He has more arms than Gojo, so he negs type shit. He has more tats, more eyes as well. But yeah, let's see. Relax, man. I do debates all the time. It's just for fun. It's not a serious thing. Nobody's tense. I just said you're annoying. That can be spotted while chilling. So it's like a very simple thing. But yeah. Oh yeah, vindication for not reading Hikaru's thing. I definitely read the fuck out of that multiple times for like Idle Death Gamble. I will say it's definitely Gege being later on in the thing, like later on in the manga being like, hey, you guys don't really have to pay attention to that. All you need to know is like if he spins that shit, he hits jackpot and he's good. It was like a really funny thing. It'd be interesting. It was a conversation I was having with Lethality a while ago. Where it was like, it would be very fascinating to see authors be more indulgent in regards to into conversation, like in regards to like things that they fuck with. People were talking about it with Greed Island. Gege sometimes does it with maybe explaining curse techniques or whatever. But like an author that kind of disregards reader preferences just for like going on tangents about shit that they're interested in, I'd be very fascinated to see what those versions of the manga look like. Oh fuck. Let's see. Would Jacob's ladder Insaku Kenjaku do his brain transplant technique? I don't know. It's hard to say. It seems to be a stronger connection than like I would imagine. I don't even know if it seems to be. I'd have to look through the manga, but I would imagine it's a stronger connection than Incarnation. Let's see. Annoyed by asking you to explain your point. You don't think Gojo versus Sukuna debates are fun? You might be socially inept, if I can be honest. Let me just give you like a simple example. Hopefully you can follow. I think basketball is fun. I think playing basketball with people is fun. If I'm playing basketball with my brother, I think it's fun. If a random kid comes up, throws the ball, says check up, shoots, scores, and says fuck you, 1-0, I don't think that's fun. I think he's probably like annoying and socially inept. Like doesn't understand like maybe you engage in a bit of a different way. That like as an example, right? I like debating. Debates are fun. I don't know you, and you're like you're doing the what you're doing, but you're doing like the rat thing, like the squeak squeak. You think this is more skilled, therefore da 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 da. Oh fucking brother, who gives a shit, right? Like either approach with more like let's just be honest intentions, like hey, I want to debate bro you, sure, that's fine, but you're like let me weasel my way in here. It's just like you're just socially inept, that's it, which is fine, right? People are socially inept on the internet all the time. Analogy man back at it. Dude, I love analogies, bro. Analogies held me down when nothing else can, bro. If I can explain something on base principles, you best believe an analogy's coming up. Holy. Even Charles in the moment berates it as an info dump. He sure does. Writing, he has. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me see. Honestly, nothing that Hikari does is worth paying attention to. Waste of space. Writing, he has less than nothing. Cool abilities that actually amount to anything. As interesting as his castmates. Nothing. Meaningful fights that matter to the story. Close to nothing. Yeah, it's mostly Kashimo shit. BR sure loves anal. Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep saying that? I love analogies. Hikari needed his domain and 3 resets in said domain to go stream diff with a guy going 20%. Oh, dude, I love the, Shadow Star. I fuck with that. That's like, I fuck with that for real. I fuck with that for real. The 20% because he's not using the curse technique, 80% potential. I fuck with that. I rock with that. I like that. You lost this debate. I own you. Type shit. W energy, bro. I scored on you. All right. Type. Analogies are fun in conversations. Yeah. I looked it up one time. Apparently Aristotle came up with analogies. Low-key to go for that. BR, I wanted to debate bro you. I noticed a fallacy used in a video 3 years ago. Let's organize a 2-hour discussion on this. Sleeping Nature and moderate. Sleeping Nature ain't moderating shit, but I'll debate bro the fuck out of you anytime. Not anytime, but for sure. Hikari sounds like a couple other characters, but if I speak, but if you speak, you might be like popped, including or not including simple domains. Pop, you know what I mean? Might be hit with one of those. Oh fuck. Lelos, you're just being really autistic. It's okay. Fuck. Holy shit. I mean, I didn't expect Gojo versus Sukuna to piss him off like that. That was wild as fuck. There's gotta be. It's really funny, man. I gotta commend you, right? Because like in terms of like annoyance bait, you're fucking good. You're good. Because it was like, let me set a trap. I got him, and I'm like, dude, that was kind of annoying that you did that. And you're like, dude, chill. Dude, I didn't mean to piss you off so much. Dude, chill, bro, relax. It's not that big of a deal, bro. We're just playing, bro. It's like, I just said you're annoying. I just said you're like kind of aggravating. But good on you, bro. But good on you. W chatter. I fuck with that. Yo, stick around, man. You might become one of the casting crew. Hikari was basically Timu Toto to hold us over before the real goat returns. Timu Toto is kind of crazy. Like, they're both buff for sure. No moderator. Oh, it's gonna be a bloodbath. The women and children. Holy fuck. Los thinks he's strong. Fuck, I wish I had an ounce of debate bro in me. I would use it to rage bait BR so often. Nah, Draco, you don't. Here's the thing. You're good at like the fucking. You're good at the. You have your own brand of rage bait. Like, here's the thing, right? The MVPs of chat. The MVPs of chat, like the people that really can like either just fun chatters or can like really get a rise out of me. They have their own unique elements. Like Sleep in Danger, he's washed. He's a rage baiter of a bygone era. He's like Plumber era Broken Ronin Kryptonite. We just keep him around to like point and laugh, right? But like Lethality, Hans Salgado, Draco U, like you guys all have unique ways in which you can get under my skin, or even if it's not to make me angry, to bother me, to throw me off my balance, to shift me a little bit. I like that's kind of the feeling I have. Like Demon is here on like pure utility, right? Demon is here on pure like holy shit, like just holding that shit down, right? But everyone else kind of has like these different elements that I fuck with. Mozane, he just kind of be, you know what I mean? Mozane not really, you know what I mean? Mozane like, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, chat? You get what I'm saying? I might genuinely have to hat you now. See, look at this nigga. He can't even, he's so overcome with emotion at being called a plumber that like he has to hit with the, he hit the typo already. I genuinely have to hat you now. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, all the mods are all in a polycule. We're sort of in his harem. What the fuck? Yeah, sorry, Mozane. You just got roped in. Um, Demon is the only actual useful person here. No, all of you have utility, right? But I'm just saying, like, okay, I'll put it like this, right? I'll put it like this. If every other mod has a curse technique, Demon's on here, like, curse energy reinforcement, output, and, like, weapon mastery. You know what I mean? It's like, every mod is useful. Mosaic, useful. Lethality, useful. Hansel, useful, right? But they also have they also have some extra oomph. They have a technique, right? Demons, like, pulling up, like, yeah, special grade without a curse technique. You know what I mean? What am I gonna do? Draco is like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Draco's needy. Draco's needy for sure. Yeah. Lame ass DoorDash ad. I'm not trying to be a wage slave. I want to yammer to buns. I want to yammer to bums in a chat like BR type shit. Wait, what? I mean, useful, like, there isn't a trade-off. Me and Hansel can be useful. We're just horny. Sure, yeah. Demon is Kusakabe. But, like, somehow if you made Kusakabe stronger. So Demon is Maki. Draco, I can make sure you never... Wait, Mosaic and Op, but he low-key's own worst enemy. He loves face blending. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Mosaic, dead... Okay, here's the thing, right? Sleeping Danger is here for us to laugh at, but Mosaic is, like, the nice version of that. Like, bro, you just be here to, like, entertain us. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel. Like, Mosaic don't rage bait, he comedy bait, he laugh baits. He's like, holy shit, I didn't know anyone can think that, bro. Like, the $9.99 super, like, bro, you couldn't script that. Like, only someone like, you know, Mosaic, you know what I mean, could get that. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Broken Ronin versus videos be having the most neutral versus battle videos, but still makes the JJK character win despite the fact that End of Seer Choso versus Fiend Power into the true form Blood Devil Power. I mean, if you want the simple answer for why I didn't include Devil Power, it's because the only version of Devil Power we see ate a piece of Pochita, which is like, it'd be like including a form of Choso that fused with Sukuna or some shit. It's like, I don't see very much value in that. Also, I'll be real, I just kind of fuck with like Fiend Power. But anyways, yeah, if you want me to say, if you want like a soundbite, like like Devil Power might like just make all the blood in Choso explode or something and kill him. Mosaic is a very good artist. He can start acting up. That'll still get him far. That's fair too. No one joins you when you laugh. No one. Oh wait, I just read that wrong. No one joins you when you laugh alone. Shit, I'm laughing. I'm enjoying it. I'm fucking with it. Lethality, you're making me blush. No, W Glaze. Yeah, no, for sure. What's Draco? What do you got to apologize for? Oh, just talking about Mosaic face planting. Type. Let's see. Oopsies. Didn't mean to do all that. I accidentally tabbed out. My fault, chat. My fault. Okay, here we go. Okay. About 2 hours in, chat. Unless there's any other like stunning, amazing, interesting topics that we have to talk about, I'm probably gonna hop off, just because I got a movie to go see soon, and I gotta get back to a few people. Let's see. One more interesting question, right? BR, how would you genuinely react if we ran into each other IRL? Okay, let me do it, right? Yo, what's up, Sleeping Danger? Hey, man. And then I just keep it pushing. I just keep watching. The 28 Years Later sequel. My brother asked me to go watch it with him, and so, as all big brothers should, you know, I'm accompanying him. I'm making sure he's not lonely when he goes. Yeah, I'm fucking with it. Yo, Lelis, can I ask you a question? Are you an adult? Like, are you like and this is like I actually, like, if you're like a kid, I like, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, listen, I apologize for coming at you kind of crazy, because that's just rude, right? But if you are, we definitely gotta lock in, like, you know what I mean? If you think about it, getting horny, what? Ronan, you need to do a part 2 of Power versus Choso. You use yes, I read that. But yeah, can we get a run back on yesterday's Yuki Shoko question that doesn't get derailed by creams? Yeah, Yuki fucks with me more. Mozane, get back to packing boxes. Yo, Mozane, I wouldn't let that slide, bro. Let's see. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, Yuki definitely. I definitely got a better chance at Yuki than Shoko for sure. For sure. We both know I'm taller than you. What are you talking about, bro? You're taller than me. Okay. This guy. This guy. Type shit. Yeah. Yo, Cosmic Cookie, what up with you, bro? Oh, fuck. Been neglecting this calculus work. My professor is not getting Excel spreadsheets. That fucking fossil. Hey, you gotta lock in. You right, I wouldn't either. That's what I'm saying. You gotta lock in. But yeah. Okay. Leon's living is being an annoying debate lord. Yeah, no, he didn't answer the question. Oh, yeah, I'll take a neutral stance. But yeah, no. Appreciate y'all coming out. Let's see. But you're actually being ableist. You might be being ableist because you're assuming he's autistic. We don't know that. You just diagnosed this guy on stream. But in any case, let's see. Member stream happening tomorrow. I'll schedule that sometime tomorrow morning, so you guys know when to pull up for that. I don't know what we're gonna do though. It might be I might invite Mikey on for some more rematch, or like maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll play some games with Mikey. Mikey might be free tomorrow. But we'll figure out what we're doing. But yeah, let's see. I appreciate y'all coming out though. Thank you for the super chats. Appreciate y'all helping me. Y'all didn't really do anything, but appreciate y'all helping me figure out how to get the text to speech working. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.